Recently, as we all emerged from pandemic life, my good friend Ashley shared with me that Phoenix just wasn't where she envisioned her family to be post-COVID. She saw them in the Green Hills of Virginia, and she was ready to sell her Arcadia home to make it happen. So she listed her 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom home, and in 12 hours, she had $40,000 above asking price, with no inspection, sight unseen. That's $100,000 more than it was worth in 2020. It's made me wonder if I should sell my home. Can I just make up a number? Is this market real? I had so many questions, so I spoke with ASU real estate expert Mark Stapp so I could understand better what our future looks like.
A bubble in economic terms implies that if you pop it, there's nothing there. So lead up to the Great Recession, once everybody realized what was going on in the housing market, there really was not any real demand. In this particular market, there's real demand. There's a lot of other factors, but I think one of the reasons the demand, actionable demand, is so high is because of millennials.
That's right. Millennials, when they're not busy destroying the napkin or cereal or milk industry, are exponentially driving up real estate market prices. Millennials have waited longer than previous generations to buy a home, but it's not really their fault.
They started to graduate from university, they're looking for jobs, they were going to go become independent economic beings. And they got smacked really hard. And so they, I think, had a lot of the things that we would normally consider natural progression in a life cycle stalled.
Add to that low interest rates that introduce more buyers, and you have our market today.
Lower interest rates are going to help people buy more home. The other thing that it does, though, when you have a lot of people in the market in the same situation, is it also causes prices to go up because demand goes up and supply is difficult to add. So although you may be able to afford more house, and maybe you're actually affording the exact same house, but the price of the house has gone up.
And of course, with an honorable mention, we have the pandemic supply chain issues, flashback to 2020 toilet paper shortage, along with home builders' slow growth for years after the recession, and a lack of skilled labor available in the market today.
So your friend faces the problem a lot of people face, which is what I call trading dollars. Yes, I sold my house for a lot of money, but I have to spend a lot of money to go replace it.
So what's the solution?
Assuming that we don't have some big global or national shock, I see the housing market continuing exactly the way it is right now. If interest rates rise, even if they rise a 0.5 percentage point, I think it will start to cool the market down a little bit. The thing that is also likely going to happen is we get a little bit more supply, and either of those two things can help flatten out the price increases that have been going on. So I think all these things come together, and it's likely that this is going to flatten out a little bit, but I don't think it stops.
So, in conclusion, there's no bubble. It's a real market, and I think I'm going to keep my house.